And now for the last session before the coffee break, we have a BRAINSPA again, just like we did yesterday with the people from Adidas. We will do the same now, but with some different companies. So over here, you can see the different topics. I will not go over them all one by one, but you'll see again, it's table 1 is over here, table 2 over there. So the number of the table corresponds with the topic. And then at every table, there will be a representative that will explain the challenge, explain the topic, and that you can discuss at your table as well. Let's say around 25 minutes to do this, and then we come back to share the results. All right. It's already 3 o'clock, so we were in our own nice conversation here, so I lost track of time. So actually, it's a coffee break. No, but maybe if there is a table that wants to share something, then put up your hand and I will just come by with the mic and you can share.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and thank you to my wonderful partners in crime here for sharing some thoughts. We were talking about the generations. So the topic I brought is whether we look at the needs and behaviors of different generations and how do we cater customer service to those generations. What is interesting, because I'm in the content mostly, we do think about catering to different generations because of the content. But when it comes to customer service, we realize that's what's important, more than the generations, actually the behavior and needs. So it's common to most of us here at the table that we understand generation per se is only part or one of the dimension of the personas. And what we want to look at is not necessarily whether the people are from baby boomers and prefer a call, or they are digital natives, Gen Zers that want to do the self-service. It's mostly this situation, the product, the service, the need. Inspired by the BA example, I don't know what Andrew is, and his painful experience with the flight. He wanted to have a human being behind because the empathy at that moment was what he was looking for, right? Not necessarily just filing a complaint. A car service provider that needs a maintenance, people standing on the road also expect to get on the phone. It doesn't matter whether you are older, younger, it's just the need, the situation you are in. So what was interesting from that conversation was that it's not the generation we are thinking when we talk about the behaviors and needs. It's the situation, the product, the person is in, and that drives our response. So understanding your personas and including those behaviors when designing the customer journey, the support is what is the key element here. So thank you so much. That's our insight.
Hello, everybody. It's on? It's on. Yes. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Tamara, table 3 from the Volksbank. We talked about building customer relationships. And I will make it we wrote down a lot of things, but it all comes down to empathy. Make sure your workers have empathy for the customer. It's also what you said. And another thing, get rid of your stupid bots. And James already told you about it. Put Zoom in. Now, use AI for all the things around your customer contact, but have a super, super, super bot. But if it's not, get rid of it. And that's it for now.
All right, thank you very much. One last insight before we go into coffee break.
Thank you. We have topic 5, quantifying the impact for business of a good customer experience. I have a list, so you can take your pens out. We brainstormed how we do that. First is looking at happy customers, if there's any correlation between NPS and sales data, and what is their actual behavior, putting numbers behind that. Super difficult to dig the data and get data scientists, but I hope some of us will make it. Second is, if you look more from the non-profit side, and some other companies don't really have that much data, so we're looking at cost avoidance. If you do this now and we investigate a bit better and we drive a better customer experience, you might save this further down the line, still putting a monetary value to it. Then looking at the pain of today, what data do we have on refunds, returns, the things that we don't really want to have and customers suffer too. If we can put a number figure on that one, maybe we can make inferences about the future. Then relating eNPS to NPS, so looking both inside the company as well as at the customers, and thinking about the identity of the brand. What do we really want to drive? And if that is a core value, then maybe we don't really need numbers after all. Then I'm going blasting through, right? Looking at leading indicators and KPIs if we want to keep things in check. So, of course, reducing costs is one thing, and there are KPIs associated to that, average handling time, first contact resolution, and all that, and trying to balance out with the CX to see if they negatively or positively influence each other and what's the correlation between them. Then maybe the value of a good customer experience is in the people in the company, so us, and shifting perspectives. So when we try to look at bad customer experience and try to fix that at the end of the funnel, what if we're trying to prevent that and shift our gaze towards the start of the funnel? And maybe there is a lot of value in just that, looking differently at things. And then finally, I have the bad CX. You triggered me with the CSAT is decreasing. So we generated a little conversation there because we saw that people that give a negative CSAT score still buy, still purchase. So maybe it's just behavior, maybe it's just culture, maybe it's just lack of alternatives. Maybe there's more to dig into behind why is that happening and is it actually a real problem? That was us.
All right, thank you very much. And then we can go for a coffee break and we will reconvene around 3:30 here again.